What do I do with my hands? I had an interesting conversation about money and how it moves around in real estate transactions the other day with a gentleman moving from Texas. He had sold a multi-million-dollar property and only received $100 to kind of get the transaction going. So of course, when he got to North Carolina and was buying $1 million property and was asked to put down $25,000 of non-refundable money, it was a big deal to him, right? Because every state is different and every real estate transaction is different, every house. So it's important to understand the difference between non-refundable money and refundable money. In North Carolina, we have two types. We have due diligence, which is non-refundable money. You're never going to get it back as a buyer unless there's some extraneous circumstance, but I would just count on never getting that back. And then you have earnest money, which is basically like a deposit that's refundable up to a certain date that we put on the contract. Due diligence money, we're basically trying to make our offer look appealing to the seller because they get that money the day that you have an executed contract. And you're basically paying to have the house off the market while you conduct your inspections. Earnest money is a little different. It's held by the attorney. Very rare does the seller get to keep it unless the real estate agent drops the ball. So, it's a little more comfortable to put down large amounts of earnest money. However, if you're in a competitive market, the comfort has to be for the seller. So you're gonna probably switch that earnest money over to your due diligence, make all of it non-refundable. And yes, roll the dice a little, but hopefully you have a guide, a real estate agent that's helping you, evaluate a home. So there's no major defects that are gonna come up later. An agent that will get in the crawl space, get in the attic and look with you and has done it hundreds of times is very important in that circumstance when you're putting a lot of money on the line. So that's kind of the difference between due diligence and earnest money. As we see it in North Carolina, of course, if you're in a different state, you're gonna have different things and we can direct you to a professional there as well.